How do you tell somebody to chop in house matter when they take, they take loans and things, grants and things, like they are basically all over the place trying to give you loans, give you grants, give you whatever you want. Then at the end of the day, you come and tell them say they should stay in their corner and do their if you ask them. I don't understand how that they work. Welcome to this episode of Yawa of the Day. My name is Kujo Sheldon. The head is big for a reason. This episode of Yawa of the Day is brought to you by what? Bit Africa. Now, the Bit Africa is the platform where you can go and trade your bitcoins. What they are saying, yes, the number one Bitcoin trading platform in the country and on the African continent. And so, download the Bit Africa app and use it to trade your bitcoins. Now, some beef they happen. Yes, and this one is international beef. I should have started this Yawa of the Day with not today for here, because this beef it not be small. And I think it started about 2-3 days ago, and the conversation is rife on social media with people people with opinions, like people that express their opinions on the issue and whatnot. And I feel like we need to talk about it because it really they need. Now, the beef is between the British High Commissioner and the Ghana Police Service, led by IGP Dampare, what they are saying. Now, the thing where you go carry all this conundrum level of issue can be said. Do you people remember, I don't know if you have been following the Fix the Country campaign, or the movement, as they call it, but one of the leading members, Oliver Baka Vomawo, some time back he was arrested, right? Based on some treason charges and whatnot. Yeah, so he was arrested, and he's been going to court because the case is still in court. So your man has been frequenting court and mind-busting analytics. So on 17th May, on his way to court, it'd be like some traffic offense or some motoring offense. It'd be like, based on traffic rule or something, go drive past somewhere where them arrest him. So your man was arrested again on May 17th on his way to court. And where it triggered, so as them arrest him, it has generated a whole lot of conversations, you understand? Because this man was arrested previously, and right now he has been arrested on his way to court. So it generated a whole lot of conversation. So this is what the British High Commissioner tweeted. Now I read. Oliver Baka Vomawo, convener of the Fix the Country movement, arrested again. I understand for a motoring offense on his way to court. I'll be interested to see where this goes. So this is what the British High Commissioner tweeted, and according to her, it's a harmless tweet. You understand? Like, it's a harmless tweet according to her. As she tweets this, where Ghana police can issue a statement. You understand? And it is basically Ghana, when you read it and you understand where the direction they go at. It be basically Ghana police trying to tell the British High Commissioner to chop her house matter. You understand? But once again, I don't understand that connotation of chopping house matter, because if these people are giving you grants and loans and they are funding your projects, how then do you get the audacity to write a letter to them to what? To chop their house matter? I'm just throwing it out there, because if they are all over the place, if they are funding your project, if you are taking loans from them, if your leaders are going to beg money from them, why wouldn't they be in your issue or your matter? But hey, this is the statement from the Ghana Police Service, and I read: Police administration's response to your tweet on Tuesday, 17th May, 2022, and this was addressed to the British High Commissioner. And I read: the attention of the Ghana Police Service has been drawn to your tweet, which reads: Oliver Bakabowawo, convener of the Fix the Country movement, arrested again. I understand for a motoring offense on his way to court. I will be interested to see where this goes. Ordinarily, the Ghana Police Service would not respond to comments such as yours, obviously made from either a biased or uninformed position. Wow. However, we have learned from previous painful experience that it has not been helpful to ignore such misguided, unwarranted, and biased comments intended to tarnish the reputation of Ghana Police Service and that of our country. Above fire. Then you be like, Dampare really vex. What is more, we consider your tweet a violation of the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations. 1961, which enjoins diplomatic missions not to interfere in the internal affairs of their host country. Yanko, Your Excellency, the fact that you use the phrase arrested again, we believe must mean you were making reference to the previous occasions. Mr. Baka Vomawa was arrested for threatening the security of the state and recently for the motor traffic offenses. We intend, therefore, to address both issues in this letter. Yanko, since you may be unaware of the charges against the person of interest in your tweet, we are happy to give you some background. Among other things, in February this year, Mr. Baka Vomawa threatened the security of the state by categorically stating his intention to stage a coup d'etat, and cause instability in the country if the army, which he refers to as useless, was unable to do so. These same threats have subsequently been repeated by Mr. Baka Vomawa on his social media handles. In line with the laws of the Republic of Ghana, he was arrested and taken through due process and was granted bail by a court of competent jurisdiction. The matter is still pending before the law court. On Tuesday, 17th May 2022, Mr. Baka Vomawa was among other drivers who were arrested separately for road traffic offenses. They were all arraigned before the court, where some pleaded guilty. Where some pleaded guilty, were convicted and paid their fines accordingly. However, this person pleaded not guilty, was granted bail by the court, and was released after fulfilling the bail conditions. Against this backdrop, and in the view of the fact that he is not the only person who is being taken through due process for committing an offense in the country, it is difficult to understand why he is your only focus. Are we to understand that you are concerned about the law enforcement process in Ghana, or only as applied to your person of interest? We are not oblivious of how, as a country, Britain reveres its army and continuously celebrates both serving and retired officers in the British armed forces. It might not be what you expect, but please be informed that as a country, Ghana similarly, Sheldon, relax. The L's and the R's be plenty. Ghana similarly treasures its police service and armed forces and all other security services and all other security agencies, and we are anxious to build these institutions into strong and revered pillars of security, or pillars of society that perform their duties excellently. As our former colonial power and the source of our legal, judicial, and criminal justice architecture, and indeed of our police service, we continue to look up to the Britain, among other countries, for guidance with regard to how difficult situations are handled. We note that some leaders of faith-based organizations in your country made pronouncements that were considered as national security threats. They were branded as terrorists, arrested, prosecuted, and in some cases were extradited. This, we believe, your country did in its quest to safeguard the security of the state and ensure the sustenance of peace and the inhabitants enjoy. Do you think we, the Ghanaian people, also deserve a peaceful country? Maybe reflecting on these questions will help you appreciate our position on such matters. Are there instances in your country where people are permitted to openly threaten the security of the state? Are there instances in your country where people are permitted to openly threaten the security of the state with coup? In instances where individuals have threatened security of a state, does your criminal justice system celebrate such persons and urge them to destabilize your country? As a foreign service officer, even though you might not have personal experience, you doubtless have access to the records of the periods of unrest and coups in Ghana. Are you really wishing on us a return to those times? Are you able to direct us to instances in your country where citizens are permitted to insult and attack and incite your army order? Listen. Are you able to direct us to instances in your country where citizens are permitted to insult, attack, and incite your army and other security apparatuses to destabilize the country? Do people get arrested for offenses in your country? In this case, that a person on his or her way to a British court cannot. Relax, Sean. Is this the case that a person on his way to British court cannot be pulled over for traffic offenses or any other offenses for that matter? Are you still persuaded 3 days after your tweet, that you were within the bounds of the Vienna Convention, which regulate the conduct of diplomats in countries in which they serve Charlie a whole lot of things. Like Dampare really vexed, they ask questions, you understand? So this one, as I said, normally some of these releases, it is signed by the PR of this time around the Dampare and Kasa sign up, so it'll be like your man pets. But I feel like the Ghana police too, they have a case, you understand? Because yes, you know, go figure. Then as they indicated in the write-up, a lot of people were arrested. They were arraigned before court. Some admitted the offense. They paid the fine. Your man said no, he is the Martin Luther King of our time. So he pleaded not guilty, and they arraigned him before. Like they granted him bail. He's supposed to appear before court. So why are you tweeting for this guy alone? Why are you not tweeting for all the people that were arrested on that day? You understand? That is what the IGP or the Ghana Police Service, they are asking the British High Commissioner. But in an interview on GH1, your woman talks, say, yeah, she didn't expect the IGP to have reacted this way. But please, you know, go fake come trigger somebody for encouraging to engage the person's response. Nah.
So you're saying, in effect, that your tweet was a display of your interest in Ghana. It's clear the IGP didn't receive it as such. I mean, his letter is strongly worded, it's very lengthy. It describes your tweet as somewhat invasive and intrusive and interfering in Ghana's issues, right? Which isn't appropriate. Internal security matters specifically is what he said. Do you feel like it was received wrongly?
So it is clear from the reaction that it has not been received in the way that it was intended.
What response were you looking for from that tweet?
So I wasn't after a response from the IGP at all. When I comment on social media, I comment about all sorts of things in which I'm interested. I suppose to show people a bit about me, to try to open up what it is to be a High Commissioner in a country like Ghana, what it is not just to be me as the High Commissioner, but also me as a person. So I'll tweet about the places in Ghana that I've been and found beautiful or interesting, the people that I've met and so on. So I don't necessarily look for any response.
This is a state of national security issue, what they are saying. So you know, if you go sit there and talk, say you didn't expect it. But yes, as I said, no, we'll be any lame. But once again, my question still this time: how do you tell somebody to chop in house matter when you take loans and things, grants and things? Like they are basically all over the place trying to give you loans, give you grants, give you whatever you want. Then at the end of the day, you come and tell them say they should stay in their corner and do their if you ask them. I don't understand how that they work, but that is the reason the British High Commissioner and the Ghana Police Service, led by the Inspector General of Police, IGP Dampare, they are trending. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we will be updating you on subsequent happenings. Hey, my name is Kuli Sheldon, I'm out.